one thing that SML fans can never get tired of is watching Jeffy absolutely destroy Bully. From simply just beating him up, to straight up killing him. These are all of the times that Jeffy destroyed Bully, starting with their very first confrontation in SML movie Jeffy Gets Bullied. In this video, Jeffy is minding his own business in class when Bully Bill decides to antagonize him. So he calls him names and throws things at Jeffy, eventually calling him a retard. This causes Jeffy to beat the crap out of him and get him in trouble. And this happens again the very next day, which causes Jeffy to be expelled.
Wanna die today, motherfucker?
Whoa, calm down, retard. I think you got your helmet on too tight.
Oh, you know what? I think it is. You wanna fix it for me?
Mario and Rosalina hatch a plan to catch Bully in the act of insulting Jeffy and calling him a retard by sticking a camera to his head and recording everything. This works, but not before Jeffy serves justice just one more quick time. Mario and Rosalina show Jackie Chu, and Bully eventually apologizes and seems to have learned his lesson. But throughout the years, we've seen the fact that Bully does not give up. And one of the times that we see Bully antagonize Jeffy again, this time is out of school, in SML movie Jeffy's Bike. In this video, we see Jeffy come home with his report card with almost all F's, but Mario sees that Jeffy actually got a D on his report card for once. And to celebrate, Mario gets Jeffy a bike. Later on, however, we see Jeffy learning to ride a bike with Mario. And while trying to learn, he runs into Bully. Bully sees Jeffy's new bike and decides to hit him and steal his bike. But Jeffy retaliates and knocks Bully off, beating him up and then finishing him off with his bike.
You don't take my bike from me! I'll teach you a lesson!
Bully then becomes the prime suspect later on when Jeffy's bike is stolen, and they eventually go back to Bully's house with his dad, and he denies taking the bike. Later, it turns out that Hansel stole Jeffy's bike instead, only because of the hoe horn that Jeffy had on his bike, and I can't blame him for that. This isn't even the last time that Jeffy has accused Bully of stealing from him and beating him up, because we see this happen again in SML movie Jeffy's New Shoes. In this video, we see Jeffy get his shoes destroyed by Poopy Butt, and he needs some new shoes. A commercial then comes in for the Bumblebee shoes that literally sting you with every step, and Jeffy becomes obsessed with them. Jeffy begs and eventually gets the shoes and takes them to school, but not before getting the attention of Black Yoshi. Black Yoshi tries to steal the shoes a lot, eventually coming with him to school, where he tries to learn from Jackie Chu with it going horribly. Then he gets Jeffy to take off the shoes after saying Bully was insulting him and saying that he was weak without the shoes. But then Jeffy proceeds to beat him up without the shoes.
Okay. Hey man, you like talking shit?
What?
Yeah, you're about to catch these hands!
No, I'm learning about colors right now.
Well, you're about to learn about the color red when you're bleeding out your eye socket, bitch! Black Yoshi, hold my shoes! Ow! Ow! Catch these hands, bitch!
Jeffy and Mario eventually call the police to find out that Black Yoshi was actually the one who stole his shoes. And then they get them back from Black Yoshi, making Bully Bill completely innocent in this situation for once. Which is something we won't get to say a lot. Bully Bill was innocent there, but he is certainly no stranger to causing trouble with Jeffy in the classroom. And Jeffy, throughout the years, has beaten up Bully in quick bursts several times because of it for a ton of reasons, including when Jeffy gets braces, and Bully makes fun of him for having beaver teeth.
I'll just sit back here and wait in line for the roller coaster. You get it? Cause your teeth look like roller coaster tracks.
Alright, well you're gonna be waiting in the handicap line, I'm about to clap them cheeks!
Another time where Bully attempted to rat out Junior, Jeffy, and Cody because he knew that they were cheating on a test.
Ooh, are you guys trying to cheat? I'm gonna tell the teacher. Teacher!
And even the time in SML movie Jeffy's Trap, where Jeffy traps Mario in a Chinese finger trap and is forced to come to school with Jeffy, leading Bully to make fun of that.
Yeah, my dad's the Tooth Fairy and the Easter Bunny, bitch. He's gonna pull teeth and hop all over that ass.
No! Well, tell him to come get some!
No, that, Daddy. We're gonna tag team this mother. Tag, you're in. Now let's go beat up.
And that's barely even scratching the surface of all the times that Jeffy has just randomly decided to beat up Bully because of random things. We can definitely say that Jeffy no doubt is drawn to violence, and that's easy to see. Jeffy has taught Bully his fair share of lessons several times, but at least we can say in the majority of these times, he hasn't killed Bully. But we can't say that about the time he literally did kill Bully. In SML movie, Jeffy gets expelled. In this video, we learn that it's St. Patrick's Day at school, and most of the students in class are wearing green. Jeffy is not, however, and this gives Bully the idea to pinch Jeffy, even though it's against the rules. And when Bully pinches Jeffy, Jeffy beats him up in retaliation. This turned out to be the last straw for Bully, however, because after Jeffy beat him up, he decides to press charges against Jeffy, forcing Jeffy to stay in the house with the threat that he will literally explode and die if he ever leaves the house. Bully then comes by the house trying to fight again, tempting Jeffy to come outside, which Jeffy eventually does, finds a loophole with his house arrest, and puts the ankle monitor on Bully, causing him to explode and preventing him from pressing charges.
So you went outside?
Yeah?
How did you not explode? How did you not explode?
I don't know.
I took the bracelet off and I put it on the bully. He exploded, Daddy.
Brooklyn guy even hears that Jeffy straight up murdered him and just doesn't really care. What a great cop right there. And Jeffy has accidentally gotten charges pressed against him again for beating up Bully on St. Patrick's Day. Again, where we see him do this in SML movie Jeffy's Pinch Problem. In this video, we see that it's once again St. Patrick's Day, and Jeffy still doesn't have green on him, causing Bully to pinch Jeffy super aggressively, which prompts Jeffy to grab Bully by the neck and beat him up. But he doesn't actually kill him.
If you pinch me again, you're gonna be breathing through a straw.
Pinch.
Oh, you mother! You come here! You're a fucking die! What the hell? Jeffy, stop! You're going to kill him!
Bully then becomes brain dead in a coma, and after a Nintendo animation by our favorite filler guy, Jeffy eventually goes to court and gets put in prison, where he ends up beating up Bubbles in his cell, until Brooklyn guy tries to put him in solitary confinement, but lets him go without any consequences. Jeffy usually takes Bully on one-on-one, but what if Jeffy had some help beating up Bully Bill? Well, we get to see that happen in SML movie Jeffy's Teddy Bear. In this video, we see Mario find a box in the attic of things he had from his childhood, and the important thing is that he finds his old teddy bear, which Jeffy becomes obsessed with and takes to school. When he gets to school, however, Bully decides to make fun of him and completely embarrasses Jeffy. Later that night, we see Jeffy wish that his teddy bear could come alive, and the next day, he wakes up with his teddy bear missing. Jeffy is made fun of once again by Bully for not having his teddy bear this time, and when this happens, Jeffy's teddy bear barges into the classroom and puts the absolute smackdown on Bully.
Barry, you came back?
What? What?
Beat that! Barry, clap them cheeks! Beat that! Barry, go!
The teddy bear named Barry being alive causes a lot of problems for everyone, eventually ending with Barry being shot by Brooklyn guy, who delivers Barry's dead body to Jeffy, who proceeds to wish that he was alive again, and he comes back to life and beats Bully Bill up again. This isn't the first time that Jeffy had somebody else do his dirty work for him, as we see this happen for the first time in SML movie Robot Jeffy. In this video, we see that Jeffy got in trouble in class because he threw his dirty diaper at Jackie Chu, leading to him getting detention. Later that day, we see that Cody is showing Junior his new robot, Kodo, when Jeffy barges in complaining about detention, and gives Junior the idea to get Cody to make a robot of Jeffy that goes to detention, and Cody tells Kodo to go make a robot Jeffy, Jeffo then goes to detention for Jeffy, but this backfires in a spectacular way whenever Bully tries to attack Jeffo, activating his instant kill mode, leading him to turn around and burn Bully to death.
Take that, retard.
Jeffo then returns to the house and even attempts to kill Mario. This causes Cody to tell Kodo to take Jeffo out, leading Kodo to use his laser eyes on Jeffo, blowing them both up permanently. Jeffy actually tries to kill Bully again with laser eyes, but this time with his own backpack. In SML movie Jeffy's Backpack, In this video, we see Junior, Joseph, and Cody talk about the new backpacks they got, and then they go to school, where we see Jeffy is missing a backpack. Jeffy thinks that he doesn't need a backpack at all, until Jackie Chu gives him a ton of homework, and Bully makes fun of him for it. He goes to school the next day with a new creeper backpack that Mario bought for him, but Bully proceeds to make fun of him for it again, and this causes Jeffy to pull a Minecraft sword from his backpack and smack the crap out of Bully, leading to Brooklyn Guy taking him home, and Jeffy almost getting charges pressed against him. Mario finally caves in with Jeffy after this, giving him a Jeffy-themed backpack with his face all over it. Jeffy proceeds to take it to school, but Bully still has to make fun of him because he has the backpack over his head, and this causes Jeffy to attempt to kill Bully with laser eyes on his backpack.
I'd hide my face too with a backpack if I were that ugly.
Yeah, sure. That won't save you.
I mean, this video was basically a glorified advertisement, but definitely still entertaining at least. One of our next times we see Jeffy get fed up and attack Bully is an SML movie Jeffy the Bully. In this video, we see Jeffy has a dirty shirt, and as such, Rose gives him a new one. Everything seems to be going fine, up until Bully decides to make fun of Jeffy because of it. Jeffy and Rose go back and forth wearing shirts that continue to get made fun of, until Jeffy finally gets sick of being bullied and decides to become the bully, losing his iconic helmet and wearing a shirt that says Bully on it. The next day, he walks into school and immediately gives Bully a wedgie as soon as he sees him, complete with his doo-doo stains all over it.
Hey loser, what's with the new look? Your balls finally dropped? Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Get off! No, stop it! No! Oh no! He pulled my underwear up over my face. Oh god, I have doo-doo stains on it. This is so gross and embarrassing. I'm gonna get pink eye.
Jeffy doesn't leave at Bully, however, as he goes and gives Jackie Chu a wedgie and gives Marvin a swirly, leading to the police being called. The only way that Jeffy's able to break out of the phase that he's in is when his family wears the shirts that Jeffy wore and got made fun of with, leading him to realize that he's become the monster instead. Jeffy was certainly in the wrong and should be held responsible, but he definitely could have gotten away with everything the time that he switched places with the alien in SML movie Alien Jeffy. In this video, we see Mario and Jeffy watching an interview with a real alien, and soon afterwards, the alien breaks out of Area 51 and makes his way over to Jeffy's house. Jeffy proceeds to sneak him into the house and tries to hide him from the cops, with the alien coming up with the idea to disguise himself as a weird, unsettling, bug-eyed version of Jeffy. Disguised as Jeffy, the aliens fool Mario even, as Mario gives him food, and he throws up green slime all over the food. The alien then goes to school the next day as Jeffy, and right on cue, Bully decides to cause problems with Jeffy, noticing how freaky that he looks, calling him bug-eyed as well. And Alien Jeffy strikes back by throwing up green slime on top of Bully, literally freaking burning him to death.
Oh god! It burns! Oh god, no!
Brooklyn Guy comes over to the house afterwards, realizing that the alien is disguised as Jeffy, and then he takes the alien back to Area 51, leaving Jeffy with no consequences even after Bully Bill literally dies from it. What if Jeffy didn't disintegrate Bully as an alien though, but instead destroyed him with a Kamehameha? Well, we get to see the opportunity to see that in SML movie Jeffy Ball Z. In this video, we see Jeffy dressed up like Goku from the Dragon Ball Z series, and he claims that his name is Jeffy-Ku. Marvin proceeds to make fun of him and his Dragon Ball Z outfit, but Jeffy insists on wearing it to school. Jeffy then pretends to attack Marvin, but it doesn't truly go anywhere. Something does then happen when Jeffy goes to school, and Jeffy and Bully decide to get into it again. Bully calls Jeffy an idiot, and then Jeffy dares him to call him that again, which he does, causing Jeffy to end up going full-on Super Saiyan and use an energy blast to absolutely blow Bully away.
Idiot! What the?
Coming on, Daddy!
This then gets the attention of Jackie Chu, and the two of them proceed to have an absolutely insane back and forth with lasers, with Jeffy eventually defeating him, getting away with everything. Jackie Chu definitely made a questionable move attacking Jeffy as the teacher in this episode, but Jeffy certainly doesn't do a better job of being a teacher in SML movie Jeffy the Teacher. In this video, we see that Jeffy is getting ready for school, but Marvin and Rose get a letter saying that Jeffy is too old to go to school anymore. They call Principal Steinbeck, trying to figure out a way that Jeffy can go back to school, but nothing works out, and Marvin tells him that it's okay to go back to school anyways. Jeffy barges in and pretends to be the substitute teacher instead of a student. Bully lets Jeffy know that he isn't gonna listen to him, and Jeffy retaliates by giving him the tard cap and making him stand on the corner instead.
First lesson of the day, how to get your ass beat and wear a tard cap. You wear this tard cap or he's gonna wear you. Alright, that is going to be your new assignment. I didn't tell you to turn around.
Jeffy goes on an absolute tirade being the substitute teacher until he insults the real substitute teacher that comes in, with Jeffy being extremely rude to her, causing her to walk away and get Principal Steinbeck for help, who quickly causes Jeffy to flee and deny doing anything wrong when Brooklyn Guy comes in to arrest him. In our last example on this list, we see Jeffy take his torture of Bully up a notch when he literally becomes a judge in SML movie Jeffy the Judge. In this video, Jeffy comes in bothering Rose and Marvin as normal, complaining about the alphabet. And then this escalates when Jeffy literally takes the alphabet to court, trying to get the letter W renamed with Judge Poopy. The session then becomes interrupted when Judge Poopy has a heart attack, leaving Jeffy with his judge duties instead. And Jeffy ends up being a horrible judge. He takes a bribe for Goodman to get off the hook, letting a prostitute go free to do some insane things under his desk, and even freaking letting Bubbles go for free after Bubbles branded his cellmate's booty as his own. Jeffy then gets a chance to destroy Bully when Bully comes in, getting in trouble for spraying a stop sign to say go instead of stop, and Jeffy literally sentences him to 10 years in jail.
Yeah, I am the judge now, and I don't even care what he did. I sentenced him to 10 years in jail, and when you get out after 10 years, come see me and I'll give you 10 more years.
What, 10 years?
So yeah, if you want to add another 10 years on top of Bully's sentence, you should subscribe and watch another video on screen. I'm sure you'll love it.